were trying to find out about their needs and their reading habits. And we were helped by interpreters who were local university students in Hanoi. And after a few weeks, we started wondering, why were we there? Instead of, can we be replaced by university students, Vietnamese students, who would go through our training and then who would do our work? So for example, in our living value classes, we designed the lesson plans, but then in the first few classes, it was mostly the interpreters, all the talking. It felt like we were just there to observe and the interpreters could take charge altogether. So yeah, that was the main concern for us for a very long time, that we were not really helping local people by being Hong Kong people who don't even speak the language. So towards the end of our project, we had more communication, not really verbal communication with our students in the living value classes. So at the photo exhibition, one of the boys in our class went up to Daniel and started speaking English with him. And it was the first time that one of our students actually tried to speak English with us. And he was telling us about what he wanted to be in the future, how he wanted to get out of Vietnam, I think, and see the world. So that was really interesting for us to see that our presence actually maybe encouraged them to explore the outside world. We don't know, but we like to believe that. Personally, I think it was important to recognize that we went through a period of cultural shock, because it was pretty surprising for us. Their living situations, it's not that like ours was better or theirs was better, it's just very different, and it took a while for us to get used to it. And that process was very interesting to reflect on later, to know that, okay, this is different and how we can deal with it. I guess it's to have a learning attitude, because it's easy to give up, to be frustrated, because we were at first, but then we kind of just get used to it over time. And I think it's important to try to make the most out of the experience. So for example, when our interviewees don't understand our question, or when our interpreters weren't exactly translating word for word, like when we were not happy with the situation, we could communicate and we could try to read up on participatory things and ask, just basically try to learn instead of just be frustrated. I think the team was very important, because we did make friends within the 24 people group as a whole, and then we went on trips around Vietnam or around the city and got to know each other better. I think that process was also very important in helping us deal with the cultural shock or the workload that we were trying to do. Because I'm a sociology student, so I'm sensitized in theory that there is no perfect insider. So there is no perfect outsider either. So if we want to care, we can, and it's up to us to find meanings and to find the correct methods to make a change in development. So, and this experience was actually just putting that in practice and reminding myself a lot about what it really means to be kind of discarding the insider-outsider dichotomy.